anybody with sort of a cursory knowledge of World War II sort of knows this story.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you guys sort of discover upon reading the script and doing your research about this mission?
I'll plead total ignorance. I didn't know about this particular piece of history. I would say that my Second World War history in general is too sketchy. It's certainly been improved upon making this movie. But I really, and Cillian didn't either. We didn't know about this operation, which is kind of criminal considering how important it was within the Second World War and what a massive impact it had going forward. But certainly a story that you couldn't fail to be instantly taken by and affected by.
Was there anything that kind of surprised you about like sort of what the guys went through to get this done?
Well, I mean, it's kind of unfathomable, isn't it, really, what they had to do? And for me, the most interesting thing was the psychology of thinking that you had failed, because effectively it goes wrong badly, and then he only dies later. But then the reprisals that happened are just unthinkable, and having to try and live with that. Not now with sort of like 70 years later, we can go, okay, that happened and that happened, and now it changed the course of history. But those guys were just in it at that time, having to deal with that sense of guilt. Really, it was immutable. There was they couldn't go back, and I find that very interesting study.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and you kind of followed this up directly with Dunkirk. Like, how do you think the two sort of directorial viewpoints of this era sort of differed?
Well, first of all, like I made Anthropoid a year ago and did many things in the meantime, and I had no idea I was going to be doing another Second World War film. A year later, I think it just shows you why the Second World War remains such a fruitful place for writers and time for writers and directors. And I think Chris Nolan's take will be very special.